in the most beautiful of all settings, come to remember Joe and to honor him. And I just want to preface my remarks with the fact that I can't think of anyone who had a greater respect and love for the military, even though he was only in for a couple of years, but he, for the day he died, he had just an incredible respect and love, and constantly remembered his time in the Army. I'd like to read a little bit about Joe, and he said, we want to celebrate the life of Joseph Milburn Stevens III and honor a husband, father, a son, an uncle, a teacher, a mentor, a talker, a teller of tall tales, a friend, and a soldier. Joe was born December 28, 1949 in Emmitsburg, Iowa. The son of a military man, he spent his first 10 years in the Philippines and around the United States, finally settling in Newport News in 1960. Upon graduation from Newport News High School in 1968, Joe enlisted in the Army. After serving honorably for 2 years, he opted to begin a career in sales. In 1971, he met the love of his life, Martha. They were married in 1973, and with their son Joey coming along in 1976. Despite his success in sales, Joe had a desire to serve. He began serving our community, and in 1978, he realized this desire by becoming a fireman in the Hampton Fire Department. At that time, Hampton was developing a paramedic program. Joe applied and was accepted. He served as a paramedic throughout his career and retiring in 2003, having received the rank of captain. Post-retirement, Joe did some consulting. He volunteered and worked some small jobs to stay busy. Until his passing, he and Martha spent their leisure time at Grace Point Getaway. A person is defined by their personal value system. Martha could not have brought anyone into our family, the little family, that fit in so well. From the beginning, Joe embraced our family as his own. To my father and mother, he became another son and a brother to Amy, Paul, and myself. As we all married, Joe became more than an in-law. He was a friend, a buddy you wanted to hang out with. He loved the Redskins. He loved dogs and cats. He loved family reunions. He relished all the simple pleasures life and family brought to him. Whenever there was a family reunion, Joe was usually the first to get there and the last to leave. Joe and his family were inseparable. Now, as a child, Joe lived in the shipyard apartments. For those of you who are not familiar with the shipyard apartments, that's probably one of the poorer areas in Newport News. There was a stigma somewhat attached to this complex. You were poor, and not much was expected of him. But Joe was special. He graduated high school when many others had quit, and remarkably, he earned an E5 rank in less than 2 years in the Army, displaying leadership as a ranger. His superiors tried to get him to make a career out of it. Joe opted, though, for a career in sales. Quickly, he landed a position with Montgomery Ward in becoming a sales leader. However, he had another calling. The opportunity to become a Hampton fireman became a reality in 1978. At that time, they were developing their paramedic program, which fascinated Joe to no end. He was accepted for training and became a paramedic. There is no record of how many lives he saved, who he treated, or just simply comforted. You see the medal on his lapel. Well, when we were at the funeral, he had a medal up there, and he and 3 other firemen risked their own lives to pull a woman from a blazing house, saving her life. Joe never bragged about his work, rather treating it as a privilege to serve. And I believe that really defines Joe's character, a desire to serve. Joe made a special point to spoil, let me go back. When our father died in 1990, Joe and Martha kept a close eye on our mother, bringing her into their home after she became incapacitated. Joe made a special point to spoil my mother at every opportunity, making her last days very fulfilling. Joe would check up on him. He'd drive someone to a doctor's appointment and or stop by for a friendly visit. My best friend growing up, Charles Williams, referred to Joe as his mother's guardian angel. There are many more things I could say about Joe, but time really restricts us. And in a summation, I just want to say Joe served his country in the Army, he served his community with the Hampton Fire Department, and he served his family and friends with expertise, compassion, and love. We pay tribute to Joe by emulating his example. Thank you.
Please stand for military honors.
arms.
Come there closer, please. Thank you.